Hey everybody, it's Donovan Doc with Succeed Forever Community and super excited to have you here. I am all about getting our show going and talking a little bit about purpose, that you are here for a reason, that you have a certain unique set of abilities, characteristics. There's some stuff about you that sets you apart. But when people say you're amazing and it falls short of encouraging you to accomplish everything that you're supposed to accomplish when you're here, then there's a problem. So we get this kind of mantra nowadays where people are like, you're so amazing, or you know what I mean, you have so much potential, and that's all great, but that's not enough. If it's not attached to your purpose, if it's not attached to what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to create, if it's not attached to your contribution or the value you bring to your society or community, if it's not about you stepping up and delivering, then it falls short. So thinking you're amazing and actually doing something amazing are two different things. Understand that a man or a woman is and will forever be linked to his actions and his or her accomplishments. All right. So just saying you're amazing, it falls short. Can you imagine if Michelangelo hadn't painted the Sistine Chapel? Can you imagine if Bach hadn't composed some of the greatest music ever written? Can you imagine if Lincoln hadn't been present and emancipated and fought a civil war and brought about the change in history to free so many people? Can you imagine what we would be without our actions? And so don't get consumed or caught up in this silliness that is a part of our generation about just putting it out there that everybody's amazing, that everybody gets a trophy. It's ridiculous, right? And we've got to be able to separate this nonsense and not be consumed with being great, but we got to be more consumed with doing something great, that we are here for a purpose. And so what is that purpose? What's your purpose? What are you great at that you can, or what are you good at that you can become great at, that you can make your contribution and really set yourself apart? That's where we need to go. And so you want to analyze purpose in your life and get to that next level with it, because that's where it's truly going to get phenomenal for you. That's where your life really begins to take off on a whole new trajectory, where you can really launch and embrace for some impact that you're going to make inside of the world. And so don't be content with what people are saying. Listen, and that goes for anything that they're saying. People are going to tell you you're too skinny, you're too short, you're too fat, you're too black, you're too white, you're too yellow, you're too green, you're too polka dotted, you're too alien, you're too strange, blah, 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 blah. Listen, that very thing right there is why so many people are losing out. It's your purpose, what you're creating, plus the value that you're bringing, and there's your contribution. And when you become more consumed with your contribution rather than what you are not, and all of the silly identity issues and the things that are holding you back, and the fact that now I got to get high because I don't really like myself, or I don't like the fact that this happened to me in my past, or I'm with this person, or all, you're not amazing until you've made a contribution. So you want to be more consumed with what you're contributing to society, right? Is this making a little bit of sense? And less consumed with ourselves. It's the narcissism sometimes. It's the fact that we think this whole thing is about me that is holding us back from elevating. And so we want to get up into the next level And understand that purpose is more than a career. It's more than a position. It's more than an emotion. It's more than an idea. Ideas are so overrated. There's a movement going to happen when you get it right. There's a culture shift going to happen when you get it right. There's an impact going to happen when you get it right. I'm telling you right now that you guys are way more than you think you are. You're more powerful than you give yourself credit for being. And your creativity and your ideas, when they come out into the world, I'm telling you, something amazing is going to go down. And you don't want to be afraid of that anymore. We want to be able to say, you know what? I'm not afraid of this expression. I'm not afraid of this thing that's on the inside of me. And I'm going to go for it. And I'm going to take over this category. I'm going to take over this industry with the greatness of what's going on inside of me. And don't be afraid to launch the idea, because until it's launched, it's dead. Faith without action is dead. You guys got to understand that these concepts aren't lost on you. So find your purpose, all right? Work in your purpose. Get after it, and don't fall short with this silly idea that you're amazing. What are you going to do that's amazing? What are you going to create that's amazing? What are you going to give away that's amazing? What kind of great contribution that is attached to your legacy in your life and what you threw out there? What kind of, man, some of you are going to cure cancer. I don't know. But don't be afraid to find your purpose and find out. Thank you.